Hey everybody, Jayborino here, welcome back, playing Shadow of the Past, a custom campaign for StarCraft 2. On to Mission 9, Noble Sacrifice. So we're trying to trap one of these evil brothers inside of Talaris, which I can't say sounds like the best of plans. I guess that's why it's called Noble Sacrifice. Talaris is ready to begin the ancient Lassiat ritual and enclose the soul of the Dark Lord Lathrazit, using his body as a fragment to contain him. Look more often at the minimap. All main events are always indicated on it. Okay. Let's do that before I forget. We did everything necessary before the start of the ritual, and now I'm ready to begin it. The place where you fought with Eledis was just a transition to the lower level. Mori is also heading there with his forces. Our enemies already outweigh us in numbers, and I do not even know how. Identities confirmed. The Nerazim Admiral Talaris and an unknown organism infected with Zerg virus. And Taro Adun, Admiral Talaris. We are glad to meet you again. The news of your triumph on Ire instilled faith in many Protoss. If you really know how to stop Mori and Lathrazit, we'll be honored to join you. We are glad that our Thunderbolt was not mistaken in you. I cannot believe. The Lassiat are here, and they are ready to fight Mori side by side with us. Get ready, noble sons of Talad. Soon we will meet the Dark Lord face to face. Alright, hold out until the ritual is over. Talaris must survive. Help your allies restrain the onslaught of enemies. So it sounds like it's going to be just a straight-up holdout mission, which can be pretty tough, especially because we're near the end of the campaign. The last mission was hard. Ancient Lassiat Sanctuary. I'm ready to start the ritual, but Mori is already here. I will need your help. My troops will hold back the onslaught of Eledis' remaining Terran troops from the eastern passage to the sanctuary. My brothers and I will restrain the onslaught of the Fallen from the western entrance. My troops will defend the perimeter of the sanctuary itself. In addition, after the destruction of Eledis, I found prototypes of the new imitator troops. A good time to try them out. It's time to start, Talaris. Okay. Go ahead and quick save, hotkey Byron Kane, and start building stuff. So here we are in the upper left.
You need something?
So I can make an Ultralisk Cavern now. Cool. I was hoping maybe for Broodlords, but that seems a little too good. I can see you've made the most of your time.
Speak freely.
Pickups?
Yes, I see.
Delinar, what did you do to him?
The end is at hand.
Talaris, concentrate.
Move quickly.
I see a base over here to the right, so let's send a drone over. Byron Kane, it pains me to see a devoted ally become an enemy right in front of my eyes.
A reasonable request.
Zerglings, move around and try to find, pickups here. If I'd understood earlier that you were plotting, Mori, I would never taken your side. Yeah, let's grab this right away. Well, you made your choice. I should warn you, my brother was the embodiment of rage and hatred. You do not understand what you have gotten involved in. Byron, there are too many enemies. The Lassiat and the Nerazim cannot hold them back for too long. If you need help, I will transfer my troops to them through the Nidus network.
No need for formality.
Okay. Zerglings, come on down here. Let's pick these up. I'm trying to get an idea of, what is where on this map. Byron, pick these up. Let's get some queens so that we can start doing what we need to do. With creep, though I don't want to spread creep too close to my allies, as they may not be able to build on it. The Fallen are coming. Brothers, get ready to repel the attacks. Okay, so we've got Nidus Network here. Zerg are just sending random stuff straight to the thing. That's okay. Waiting for that queen. Just keep making stuff. Spread some creep. Get some extra larva. And we just want to get this stuff we're going to need more hatcheries for sure. We just want to get this stuff set up as soon as possible.
Speak freely.
Okay, and then creep tumors here, and then we're going to need a queen over here so that we can make more creep and just sort of connect this whole area. Come on up here and grab this, Byron. As much of this stuff as possible, for sure.
We must place that on creep.
Yeah, just keep giving me these. So did my allies really need help there? The Terrans are coming. Nerazim, draw your blades. I assume for these first few they don't really need our help, so I'm not even gonna transfer, but I can quick save to ensure. And let's just try to get this stuff saturated as soon as possible while spreading the creep. I'm not sure what these upper areas are here for, right? Like all of this? Why is this up here? It just kind of seems like, oh, hello. All right, well, they're going to just drop stuff in here, so we have to be extremely careful. And again, I also have to be careful that I don't accidentally spread creep where my allies want to build. Doesn't seem like they particularly needed help there, so I'm focusing more on getting saturated here, not getting supply blocked, and getting this set up. So the fact that they drop behind my lines means to me that I should make just some defense around here. Can I make lurkers? I don't think I can make lurkers. Can I make... I wonder if I can make... I just saw a tooltip that was still in Russian. Minor thing. Okay, so let's head on down here. I can deep tunnel here to ensure that my allies don't get smoked. We just move in and we drop a swarm. Okay, Byron just getting blasted by those ascendants. That's okay. So let's, again, keep spreading this creep. Keep spreading this creep. Give me vision along this whole back section of the map so that I can deep tunnel where I need to go. I'm going to get some more... Do you think I didn't see that? Get out of here. Boom. This is why we're spreading creep, boys. The Zerg are preparing to attack the Sanctuary. All right, let's just auto-attack over there. And then I need to tech up. So let's grab a Hydra Den. Never mind, I need a lair. So let's get Evo Chambers. Let's just go 3 Evo Chambers and get upgrades as soon as possible. And then we need to keep getting this stuff. Zerg are trying to create new hives in this area. If we don't destroy them quickly, they'll crush us. I'm more concerned about that, honestly. So let's... Our middle allies here can handle this, no problem, it looks like. I gotta send Byron back here to take care of this. Alright, and then we need more defenses over in this area. I need overlords, that's fine.
I hear you.
Waiting for deep tunnel.
Keep your mind clear.
So yeah, I see. There's a lot of empty space here because the Zerg just sort of set up stuff. Okay, let's get a Hydra Den and then get our +1 upgrades. Let's move on in and get rid of this area here. Shouldn't have a problem with this. My stuff can take care of this. I'll deep tunnel down here to help my allies. Never mind, I can't deep tunnel fast enough. I do like how I have burrow charge. That's really, really nice. So let's deep tunnel here. Every little bit, our allies are going to constantly need help. I think I just want to quick save a lot here. Okay, Byron, you can stay there. Let's keep spreading this creep. I will keep getting the occasional colonies over here. I see them attacking down the middle. That's all right. Let's keep spreading this creep in every which directions that we can deep tunnel quickly where we need to go. Okay, so that is... I think we just use Byron to help defend because Razor Swarm should be enough to help our allies. So like this. Kill the Raven. Absolutely. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So let's head on over here. Let's go ahead and get some queens going. I need a hive soon, which requires an infestation pit, and I need to get more gas going here. So let's go ahead and start this. And this, and I can get a bunch more hatcheries, so that's what I'm going to do. You're too self-confident. Do not forget that these mechanical Zerg are mine. Oh no, is he gonna start taking my units? Oh god, they did. He took a bunch of my stuff. No, 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 no. Well, that was just rude. I gotta get down here. I just need to keep rotating. Don't let him through. Keep spreading that creep. Up here next. Down here next. And okay, so every so often he's just going to take my stuff, which really sucks. Okay, let's go hive. I don't have gas. Gotta get this. I'm trying to get this all saturated. Gas here. Gas here. And then let's just take all my hatcheries and get drones across the map, which is going to take a while, but that's all right. Okay, and then we're going to deep tunnel here. It's like, I don't even want to make that many units because I know that they're going to get taken over, you know? Alright, that's a lot of stuff. The Zerg are preparing to attack the sanctuary. Okay, so let's move my army up here and over here. Alright, keep making drones and drones. Where's Byron? He's fine. We gotta get over here. The Zerg chose to go an entirely different way, so we just gotta walk by here and help our allies. Kill this. That's odd that they chose to go this way. No, come here, please. Oh, they killed my Nidus worm. By the way, I need a Nidus network. No! Ah, that sucks. Okay, that's all right. So, this is why I need to be saving more often. That was just really bad luck, I feel like. They just went the wrong way. So, I hadn't quick saved for a while. This is why I need to quick save more often. I'll make a cut till about when I was back where I was. But, yeah, they're like, oh, they're attacking the sanctuary. Just kidding. They're going to backstab your allies. All right, this is where things started to go wrong. This is where the Zerg dropped in, so I'm going to get my units over there. I'm going to get some Zerglings just so I can react quickly around the map. I'm going to go ahead and keep getting my upgrades here. There we go. So here's the Zerg that were attacking the sanctuary, by the way. So with my queens, they're doing a good job. We took care of that attack, and then we also got rid of the Zerg here, and then Eledis was also saved. So we're in, this is good. So I'm going to quick save here. I'm going to warp down here with Byron so that we can Razor Swarm and also just move over here with everybody. I won't have Razor Swarm up in time. We got a carrier here. Now Razor Swarm in the back. Back up with Byron. Oh, he's trapped. Oh, he's trapped. Kill the carrier. Boom. We got units coming in. And we're all good. So everybody get in the worm except for Byron, who can deep tunnel around as necessary. And then we're going to go ahead and keep getting this all saturated. And then I'm just going to grab some additional crawlers to ensure that this doesn't fall. Queens have done right by us. Again, random Zerg just sort of landing throughout the map, so being able to see where they are is really important. So let's go ahead and move Byron over here. Make sure Razor Swarm is up every time we need it. We can bring our units over here as well. Razor Swarm it. Random... Yeah, see, there's like random swarm hosts. Yeah, we just are gonna need stuff. Just like random stuff all over the map is gonna be useful. So everyone get in there again, except Byron. He can handle this. We're gonna need just some additional crawlers down here. Waiting for +3. I can go ahead and grab a hive. And then what am I missing? Let's go ahead and get a Roach Warren. Hydralisks now. Byron, warp. Get my units out here. And we Razor Swarm over here. We got a Colossi. That's no good. Oh, he just got absolutely nuked. At least we got the Razor Swarm out. So our units are here, but we're all right. Let's go ahead and get this stuff set up here. Overlords over here. Still isn't fully saturated. Okay, hop back into the worm. And again, being able to get around the map quickly is really important. So this is useful in a way.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Okay, Byron's not back out. We need to rotate everybody down here, and I've got my. Let's quick save, by the way. Okay, looks like they're attacking up in the upper right, so let's get up there. Let's just walk everyone up there. We should be fine. Might be worth getting Mutalisks now. Now I can get +3 everything, and I want to get an Ultralisk Cavern. But yeah, we want to stop this from getting set up just as quickly as possible, so let's do that. Mori sends us a wave of Zerg against the Sanctuary again. Alright, that's okay. As long as they don't go to a totally different area than I expected. I'd rather protect my ally here. Let's quick save, because that might have been a mistake. We'll see. Alright, and then we throw this down. See, the large Zerg attack wave is coming to my base, not the actual Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is also really well defended. Let's just move on down here. We can make roaches now. That'll be good. And then I'm going to grab a Spire and an Ultralisk Cavern. I gave you an opportunity, Byron, but you turned against me. See, we put I left my stuff right in the middle there. Your maximum supply limit has been reduced. We're stuck at 140 supply. That's no good. I'm going to go Hydras, and then I'm going to warp down here with Byron.
Speak freely.
Let's just bring everyone down here. Yeah, Razor Swarm helps push all this stuff back, and that's the way it's got to be. You know what I never got was a.
We must place that on creep.
I never got just like a straight up Nidus network, so let's do that. Keep getting our upgrades.
Reinforcements now.
Don't use Razor Swarm. We're gonna need it. Let's quick save. We're halfway there. We got a long way to go. I also want a Baneling Nest. Okay, deep tunnel here. I feel like the Tal'Darim are way more dangerous. Way more dangerous. That's hard to, that's hard to say, but definitely seems that way. All right, everybody get in here except for Byron. We're looking good with creep, so we can get across the map very quickly. Don't you dare, you son of a bitch. So the Zerg just landing can cause us problems, which is why I need to keep roaming around the map and stopping them. This whole concept of losing our stuff is really interesting, that's for sure. I think I've got access to all the upgrades. Let's unload here. I'm going to make Ultralisks before I lose too much of my extra supply. Oh, those are mind controlled. I'm like, why does he have Banshees? That's why he's got Banshees. That's a mistake. Don't push into that. I mean, I guess I could. All right, we got more Zerg here. Let's just deep tunnel here. I think I heard a Widow Mine, so we gotta be careful. I don't have much detection. Are these detectors? What do I have that is a detector? I swear I heard a Widow Mine go off, though, which is bad news. As long as we keep stopping them from getting out, we're gonna deep tunnel over here. Get my whole army over here. I like how my allies do tech up. That's very important. It's probably not the best place for the Razor Swarm. Now they'll move into it. It's fine. Take care of the carrier. Just hit the carrier, please. That's it. Okay, this one certainly seems like, you've got to have a solid start. If you don't have a solid start, you're going to be in trouble. But we're not in trouble. We're good. I think. And I keep having to, move around and and stop these random dropping Zerg from coming in and stopping me. Mori sends a wave of Zerg against us. Let's put my army here. Start getting some Banelings. Can I get Roly Banes? No. Let's get Chitinous, though. I'm going to need... Oh, he's in the... I was like, why? Where is he? I put him in the Nidus, and now he's gone. Shit. Okay, got a deep tunnel down here. Our ally's going to need help. Our ally's not going to need help. I take it back, which means we just got to move up here. Move on in, Banelings. You're going to be killer here. Perfect. And let's keep moving across the middle section here to ensure that they're not getting enough of a foothold. Very much of a foothold. This is cool. This is very cool. Alright, so I need more Zerglings. I'm going to keep... The problem is, again, I'm going to keep losing units, which is absolutely killer, as I've said multiple times. Let's morph here. Zergling, come on up here. I see some resources. Every little bit counts, I guess, even though I'm stuck at a certain supply limit. Purifier Colossi, you're the best. You're just the best. So isn't it interesting? My allies and the enemies all have campaign level units, and I have...
Speak freely.
I don't. My units are just normal. Well, you know, I've got some stuff. Like, for example, my Zerglings have Adrenal Overload, which I noticed. What are their upgrades like? They're 2-2. I've got an upgrade advantage. That's actually quite significant. Let's get a Creep Tumor here. Let's get a Creep Tumor here. Keep making more drones here because I'm going to keep doing this. Let's
Speak freely.
warp. I could definitely use a Nidus network down here. I mean, he doesn't even need me. I mean, my allies, I've kept them alive for long enough that I feel like they don't really need me as much. Okay, and I'm going to keep Byron down. Yeah, he's fine. The ritual will only destroy all of you, and you understand that perfectly. So let's get in there. My units are going to switch sides, and I'm going to lose my maximum supply, which is, again, is just the worst. 110? Oh, gosh. Okay, well, it's heating up. That's interesting, too. So, again, we're just in strictly a support role at this point. There's not much we can do. Just keep... Oh, I'm at maximum supply, so I can't make more drones either. I think maybe we go Banelings. We got to get down here. This looks like a pretty big attack. No, my allies are pretty much fine. You know, the air units are a problem. But for the most part, we're okay. I'm just deciding, like, where's the best spot for me to sort of camp out? They're trying to patrol this middle area to stop me from getting there, which I think is cool. Like, to stop me from having a nice area to, like, hold on to, if that makes sense. Like, they really don't want me to, oh, then now they're 3-3. They really don't want me to be able to traverse back and forth by foot. So I think the Niduses were supposed to be really important. That's cool. Kill your own stuff. Razor Swarm here. Mostly focused on killing the big ball of infantry. The stronger units are scary, but only if there's like a bunch of infantry that backs them up as well. So let's keep it up. Again, not allowing the Zerg room to land here is really important to me. You know what? Just deep tunnel and pick this up. It's bothering me. Not having deep tunnel off cooldown, though, might be a problem. I think we just leave my units to sit here in this middle section. So we're at 75%. I imagine that both sides will get hit at the end, and I don't have enough supply to really support them. Zerg are approaching the Sanctuary. So let's put my units up here while we send Byron down to support the Laziat.
Speak freely.
Okay, that was a pretty good Razor Swarm. We got to back up, though, because he's getting Mind Blasted. That hurts a lot, but we're okay. Yeah, the Razor Swarm is just so hugely useful. I don't know if my allies rebuild down the middle, though, which is obviously a concern. Okay, we can deep tunnel here. pretty large attacks now. Yeah, the Zerg attacks are becoming more and more concerning, without a doubt. I'm trying to select my Hydralisk so I can frenzy them. Whew! And my buddies down here getting hit again. I'm going to assume that they can handle it themselves. Let's move on down back into the middle. Not having much supply is rough. It's also very interesting. Oh, wow, okay, that was good. So we stopped that. Stop that. These sides are getting hit pretty hard by the roaming Zerg. We're at 80%. I'm going to keep quick saving. I already had to reload once, but that was, you know, just based on poor planning, I suppose. So, like, what I can do is clear some of this stuff out and then pull a bunch of drones. Because I have more than enough resources.
You need something? Keep your mind
And then just make
clear.
spine crawlers to stop some of these roaming Zerg. Oh, my Infested Terrans got upgraded. That's nice. So, like, what I'm going to do is, like, take a bunch of these.
We must. Our forces are under attack.
Like that.
Keep your mind
They're
clear.
dropping stronger and stronger attacks. We got to kill these infestors before they get enough energy to fungal.
Forces are under attack.
This side seems a little less secure than the other side.
You need something?
I'm going to keep making Hydralisks with my spare supply.
Command. We are at
Both sides, yep. So, I'm going to move Byron over here. I'm going to quick save. My army should be able to handle Eledis with all the mind control and stuff. This side scares me more. It's a relatively small attack, honestly. Again, because it's a double attack, it's going to be smaller on both sides. Don't let Byron die, though. I'd really prefer. Okay, let's move on in. The Nerazim side is mostly lacking anti-air. But the... Yeah, that turned out fine. So we get getting a ping here. That might just be my units getting clobbered. I'm not sure. Good job, dude. Okay, and then once again, we just send our units over here.
There is no
I haven't really been using the Niduses. It's mostly because I want to move it back and forth and kill the incoming... I want to move back and forth and kill the Zerg that are landing. Do you think that Talaris will gain strength? Maybe, but he will be on your side after that. But will he be on your side after that? Byron? He's taking our units again. 80 supply. 90%. We're probably going to get hit by two sides at once if I had to guess. Let's load everyone into the Nidus except Byron. Do you think they would switch and become enemies if they were inside the Nidus? That could be a weird exploit that we could use. Same thing over here. I'm going to unload my units on this side, and then Byron's going to stay here. My base is getting hit, but I've got just enough defense, I think, to handle it. Okay, very nice. I could deep tunnel over here. Shouldn't have done that. Didn't need to do that. We have to go up the middle.
Keep your mind clear.
Yeah, the middle doesn't get reinforcements as far as I could tell. Zerg are approaching the sanctuary. We gotta come here. We'll take this out
You need something?
quickly. Then we gotta get up to the middle, because that's the strongest attack. We can hit that from behind. So let's deep tunnel with Byron, at least, in advance. This is gonna be probably the hardest attack to deal with. That was a really good Razor Swarm. But pretty much all of our units here are dead. All of our allied units here are dead. So if they attack the Sanctuary one more time, we're in trouble. We gotta get down here now. Again, my allies are mostly self-sufficient at this point, which is really, really nice. And rare. The problem is the middle is totally boned at this point. What I could probably use is a Nidus up here. That's fine.
Speak
That's
freely.
absolutely fine.
A reasonable request.
I guess you can just sit here. 97%. There's probably going to be one final large attack. See, this is why I set these up.
Reinforcements now.
The difficulty curve on normal is on hard rather is it feels really good. Like really well done balancing this. Taking away the player's supply, especially in a holdout, is a particularly interesting thing as well. I think it's a really neat way to keep players on their toes. Quickly, please, quickly, get in there.
Need something?
2 carriers is the worst. Focus fire, focus fire. The rest of you, let's get on down here and help. The ritual is almost complete. Quickly, retreat to the sanctuary. Byron, I cannot... Uh-oh. I don't know what you expected. You're absorbing this bad guy into yourself. No one step back. Hatred. Seething hatred. Talaris, fight back. Your spirit is stronger than him. His rage fills the mind. A flame of hate burns the flesh. I cannot anymore. Talaris. And now it is time to put an end to this. That was nice. Like, you really, I thought like, oh, this was, I mean, I thought from the beginning, like, this seems like a bad plan. And then they really make you think that, yeah, it was a bad plan. He's just going to get taken over, and then he just turns into this giant Archon and blows everything away. That was cool. No, I'm pretty sure we've got a cinematic here. So let's check it out. Revelations. And then we've got the last Thunderbolt coming up next. That was a good holdout map. Felt like a good length. I was afraid holdout maps can end up being way too long as well. And this was a good length, good challenge. Really good job with the hard difficulty that I played so far in this campaign. A few hours later. What the? How did this clown escape? I thought we blew him up. Maybe he was an illusion. Maybe we're being drawn in. This seems like a trap, doesn't it? Like we're just casually walking out in the middle of nowhere with no army. I don't like it. I'm also talking to try to avoid a music copyright strike. As long as I don't let the music play for like a solid 15 seconds straight, I should be okay without talking. Are you looking for me? Eledis, how did you manage to survive? Just an illusion, so as not to attract too much attention. I'm not here to fight you, Byron. Then why did you come here? I want to show you something. Something you've not seen in any of Dalinar's memories. I hope that after this, you'll be able to understand why my brother and I became Dark Lords. I already told you that my brother and I once ruled a prosperous Protoss empire, but everything changed when Amon found us. He told us many secrets of the universe and promised to endow us with unprecedented strength and wisdom, with which we could lead our people to an even more glorious future. But in return, we had to swear allegiance to him. My brother immediately accepted his offer. He was always attracted by opportunity to seize even more power, but I was not completely sure of Amon's words. Although my brother and I were both considered rulers, all important decisions always remained with him. Therefore, I had to support Lathrazit's choice. Rejecting my brother's decision would be equivalent to betrayal, and I did not want a war with him. For the sake of our empire and people, I was forced to agree, because I had no choice. Yeah, but why are you still a bad guy now? No, Mori, you were just scared. There was a choice, and the Laziat made it, and now you're afraid again. Afraid of what awaits you and the rest of your surviving servants. And if you hoped that this revelation would change my decision, then you were deeply mistaken. You tell him, Byron! Well, Byron, I promised I would not fight you for now, but our next meeting will be the last. That was an interesting... Well, it's called revelation. That was an interesting revelation, but I have no idea why Mori thought that it could possibly change our mind. You know, I think it'd be more interesting if there was a possibility for redemption. Like a sacrifice on Mori's part to... I mean, this might happen. This may very well happen in the last mission, but the idea that Mori basically said, I was never with you from the beginning, and I felt, second best to you, I had no choice, and now finally, after all this time, I have a chance to put my foot down and stand up for what I always thought was right. Could be an interesting end to this campaign, so we'll see if maybe that's what happens. Alternatively, we're just going to kill them both. It is called The Last Thanabrol, which in theory is Delinar. So we'll see how it goes. Unless perhaps Talaris becomes a Thanabrol for the Laziat. He abandons the Nerazim and decides to join the Laziat instead. I've grown to really enjoy the story of this campaign. I think I talked about this at the end of 7 or 8. I don't remember which one. But, again, in Race with Destiny, it started as sort of just a typical, okay, we've got bad guys. It doesn't matter who the bad guys are. It's just some guy from a long time ago, and he's bad. And he's in an artifact, he's bad guy. But the way that this second campaign has developed them has really piqued my interest a lot more. And sometimes it just takes that amount of time to be able to add that context, because if you try to cram it in too quickly, then it's too much exposition. If you do it too slowly, then you kind of feel like, okay, I'm not really hooked by this story, so I don't really care. I feel like the ramp up, both the gameplay difficulty, especially on the hard difficulty, as well as the story have been revealed to the player at just the right pacing. And especially because a lot of the translation and grammatical mistakes were corrected in Shadow of the Past compared to Race with Destiny. And again, it's weird of me to say that, considering that this campaign was originally in Russian, so it should be judged in terms of the way the story is presented in Russian. And I am merely the secondary audience of it being in English. So it's hard for me to be like, hey, you didn't translate this right, therefore your story wasn't presented well. Isn't fair. But again, it's just an aspect that I am bringing up. But the fact that the translation was really well done in Shadow of the Past here specifically, I think makes the story a lot more impactful. So maybe going back to Race with Destiny, which I assume has been updated since I played it with those corrections, probably the story would be, you're able to take it that much more seriously because you're not taken out by errors like that, from an English translation perspective at least. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching. We'll finish this campaign up next time. It's been a blast. I've had a good time with this. They are working on they say it's like a spin-off. It's not necessarily the third campaign. It's just like a side story that takes place in this connected StarCraft 2 story, non-canonical story that they've created here. It's called The Great Hunt. I don't know if and when they're going to start working on that, or if they already have. We'll see. But this team that has made this, I know I've seen Zeralan in the comments, but he and his team that are making these have done really an excellent job. I'll do more of a roundup at the end of the last mission next time, but I just want to make it clear, I've said this every mission, these are really crisp and clean, solid single-player maps. They all contain interesting experiences. A lot of them were taken from the vanilla campaigns, but they're executed really well. Virtually no bugs. I can't think of a single bug that I found. Unless you count a tooltip was still in Russian, which is the minorest of things. But this was cool. The tiniest bit of feedback I do have, I suppose I should save this for next time, but the tiniest bit of feedback I do have is that your allies have campaign level units, and we have some Zerg evolution upgrades, but we don't have the evolved units. Like, for example, we don't have lurkers and impalers. We don't have Vile Roaches or Corpser Roaches. That would obviously change the entire balance of every map and make the player, like, way too strong. But, like, for example, the Protoss get Vanguards. Even our allies had Purifier Colossi. For example, you know, the Nerazim Protest had all the Nerazim variants. So that's just an example. We don't have, like, the Zerg evolutions, like the evolution choices are not nearly as comparable to, like, the evolution paths, the choices, you know, like Viper versus Broodlord, for example, or Noxious Ultralisk or Torask. Like, those are, like, the real campaign units from Heart of the Swarm, and we don't have those, but our allies and enemies do. Though we do have access to those upgrades. Like Adrenal Overload was a good example, or a Burrow Charge. So it keeps the player mildly underpowered compared to your allies and enemy, but at the same time, it keeps the challenge up. So it's kind of hard. I'm not saying that you should include those strains, those extra evolved strains, because that might, you know, that would change the maps immensely in favor of the player, and you'd have to rebalance everything. But just an observation that I made. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.